All right, Huawei's chairman and founder Ren Zhengfei says that the company is facing a life or death crisis as pressure from the United States continues. This statement was made in a memo to employees where Zhengfei described the current climate as a battle. Of course, the chairman is describing the company's placement on a so-called blacklist that restricts American businesses from selling to Huawei. On Monday, the smartphone giant was granted a 3-month reprieve from those restrictions. So, of course, all of this hinges, of course, on Huawei's, I guess, successfulness in weaning themselves off of American technology.
Well, and Ren Zhengfei said that even if America were to cut us off completely, we'd be fine. I don't know if I fully believe that. We'll see. But we saw that clip we were playing yesterday on our live shows where he was saying that we have enough partners, our revenue would continue as is, and it's American companies that would be hurt more. But it's kind of just tough talk.
This is not the first time we've heard that battle rhetoric. I feel like we hear that often when it comes to
Yeah.
I feel like we hear that a lot when it comes to Huawei and essentially Ren coming out and saying, "Listen, right now we're in the middle of a complete war." But I wonder how companies like Google, Alphabet, are going to be impacted by this because essentially Huawei said they created that Harmony OS, that new operating system.
But a lot of people are skeptical though that they oversold the product essentially, and it's not quite ready to go into smartphones yet. But I think the last time we saw them added to the entity list, there was a lot of talk among analysts that Huawei was going to start front-loading a lot of their orders so they can get a lot of those supplies that they do rely on American companies for before they're fully not able to purchase them anymore. Otherwise, I don't know how this company is going to be able to fully function.
I was just about to ask that because they do mention streamlining essentially the company. I think they mentioned job cuts as coming down in the future, moving managers to positions that they really need to be. But at the end of the day, how successful will those initiatives be if the pressure from the United States continues and if American companies are still unable to sell to Huawei ultimately? What does the success look like for the future?
Right. I think they got started on all of that a little too late as well. They should have really started pushing that when these talks first started coming out. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
I remember when people said that
weather the storm.
The Huawei story was separate from the ongoing trade war.
I know. Do you remember that?
No, they're absolutely tied together.